Hey guys, we're back. Listen.
Hey, do y'all know that she didn't
But
have this battery?
they don't know yet. They're not on there. They're coming back on. So yeah.
She didn't have the battery charge. That's why this video is starting off really crazy right now. Is
So this is part two. Part two. We are back.
She didn't have the battery charged. Who does that? Who does that?
Yes, we're back.
And
It's
now
okay.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just losing the phone. It's all right, babe. He is like, he cannot believe that the phone just disconnected.
Hey guys, next time this is going to be on my channel. It's just going to be us. Swear. Now get the
Honey, I tried.
Stuff off the X's at the top of the.
No, baby. If I hit that, that's gonna cancel everything out. I don't know how to do it.
All my prayer warriors.
See?
You stop streaming up.
Right, I can't.
All my prayer warriors. I need you guys to stand in the gap. Goodness gracious.
It goes away.
All right.
It goes away. So, welcome back. I see you guys popping back on. He is cracking up and fussing at me at the same time. It's over here this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
He's coming back because he's checking on that food now.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure what he's doing. Lord, forgive me. The phone literally just cut off because the battery went dead. It gave me a warning, but I did not listen. I figured out how to do it on this phone. So we're back. We are back. Forgive me, guys. But you know what? That video was an hour long and it needed to be cut off. It definitely needed to be cut off. YouTube does not like us to post a million, an hour, a 2 hour long video. So it's all good. So going back to Lily, excuse me. Congratulations, girlfriend, again. Happy 5-year anniversary. So proud of you. Again, I'm so glad, that we were able to meet up on yesterday and just having conversation, and this is one of the things that I think is so important for agents to be able to communicate and commune with other agents, other positive agents that are on the same path or trying to either, get to where you are and further, right? Because I'm not where I want to be. And whenever you can rub elbows, and like Lily is one, she's coming from the teacher's background. And my dream job as a child was to be a teacher. And I get to do that all the time with this business. So she's a teacher. So I love to sit with her and we can just go in on ideas. I'm the business. What should we do? What shouldn't we do? What makes sense? What doesn't? She just helps me in a lot of different areas. So I was glad that I was able to repay the blessing for her on yesterday with just the small things of like, oh my God, girl, did you know that you can do X, Y, and Z? So I'm posting on here for those that are on the other line that to jump on the new line. So forgive me. So yes, Paul Chambers, jump on. I hope you're on here. Because I know Paul has some good stuff that he can talk about. So I'm hitting him up. I think I can add him. Paul Chambers is one of our top producers within the agency. Oh my God, I love me some Paul as well. Just went on a trip with him and a ton of other agents to Arizona, where it was the managers and the managers in trainings retreat. Oh my goodness, to just be able to be around some really good people from all different backgrounds is amazing. And I think that this is crooked, but are you eating? I think he's eating without me, y'all. He is eating without me. All right. I'm gonna get Paul on here too. Hey, honey, are you on the live video? Oh, yes, you are. I can hear you. It is weird. I don't know. Are you able to jump in on the video so they can see your face? Yeah. I know you're on the road. Oh, okay. Are you eating the chicken there? Okay, good. Do, oh my God. Wait, did you just buy a new vehicle?
Introducing us the number top 10 examples.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't keep up with the vehicle purchases, but they did buy you one in January. That's awesome. Nancy said, you guys are awesome and did great at what you do. I would love to learn more from you. Thank you, Nancy.
Introducing us one of the top.
Oh, I did already. In the country. I'm sorry, I missed that. So yeah, this is Paul, who's one of the top agents in the country. So, and that is within our agency. So that's awesome. I wish I knew how to add you to this video, Paul. Well, you know what? On the live, there should be a button there that you can maybe request to be added. Matt said, hey, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the call. This is the second recording. This is split into two. But yes. All right, so Paul, I don't know. Does anybody else know how to jump on the YouTube videos? Because I've seen it happen before. My daughter's over here dancing.
Don't turn it.
I did. Oh, did you see your feet? All right. Okay, Paul. Well, anything you'd like to say to the YouTube folk? That's crazy.
Can they hear me on your phone?
They can. I have to hang up on you though. It's too crazy. Yes. So, all right, guys. So that's Paul. He is one. He's been on the channel. He definitely has a channel up. We have to get some more time with him. He had posted on the group. Nancy has said, Paul Chambers, I've heard many great things from you and Christina in the Miles group. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Nancy. How do you close when clients can have so many objections? Okay. If you have a lot of objections at the end of your presentation, it's because you didn't, a lot of times it's because you did not answer. Nope, it's still there. You didn't answer their questions as you were going through the presentation. So, give me, right. You need to go over different objections before you get to the end. So as an example, at the beginning of my presentation, when I'm talking to somebody, if they're older, if they're like in their 70s or 80s, they're in an apartment complex, I'm going to ask them, is there anybody else that needs to be here for you to make any type of financial decisions? All right. Because that's one of the objections you can receive. Oh, I need to talk to my kids. Right. So if you ask that at the beginning, you're going to get that out of the way before you get 30 minutes in. And then they say, oh, I need to talk to my kids. You can also state, I'm trying to think, there's so many objections. I need to think about it. I mean, you still may get the I need to think about it at the end of the presentation. And when somebody says to me, I need to think about it, there go Paul right there. He put on there, find out the need. Why did they reach out to us? What led them to us? But you want to go over certain things through that presentation so that you're not getting a lot of objections at the end. Most objections are going to be, I need to think about it. The other one is going to be, I need to talk to my kids. 99% of the issue is the price. All right, is the price. So anytime that I receive in the past, a lot of times that I received, I need to think about it. I figured out to ask 4 things. One is, okay, if you need to think about it, there's 1 or 4 things that may be going on here. 1, you have other questions. That's why I'm here. What other questions do you have that I can help you to make a decision today? So I'm going to ask if you have any other questions. If they say, oh, no, I don't have any questions. You did great. I just really need to think about it. Okay. The second thing is, is this the price Is it the price? Remember I told you can start higher, lower, or in between. It's better to have some cash than none at all. Where do we need to go with with the price? If they say, oh no, it's not the price is great, then I'm on to the third thing. The third thing is, oh, I'm sorry, did you think you needed to make your payments today? Right? Usually I catch them right there. Usually they'll say, you know what? Yeah, I don't get paid until the third, or I get paid the third Wednesday. No problem. Okay, so which one of the benefits are we going to get started on the third Wednesday of this month, or on the third of next month? And then I can close it there. If they tell me no, it's not that either, then I flat out say, okay, then it has to be me, because everybody signs up. What type of agent do I need to get out here to help you? So 1, you have other questions. 2, it must be the price. 3, it's the due date when they have to start, or the initial premium date. Or 4, it is me. Right? Because you filled out this form for a reason. You know you need something. That is why I'm here. All right? So I hope that helped you out as far as the objections. I do have some videos out here on objections that help you. Paul said, I got to think about it. Objection comes. The response, Miss Ill, with all due respect, think about what? You just told me exactly what you needed. So let me get back on here so I can read these comments. Yes, we have the solution to the problem. So again, what exactly is there to think about? That is the response that Paul has. Raheem, okay, Raheem's eating right now. He's eating. All right. So
Do I need to think about it?
anything extra?
So I need to think about
So
it?
I need to think about it. Oh, I'm so mad he's eating. It smells so good.
It is so good. I'm so mad that she called me back over here. I was enjoying that. So you said everything. You said everything. The only thing that I say different, that's because I agree with everything that Christine said so far. But what I say that's different is, Christine, usually when people tell me that they need to think about it, it's really not that they need to think about it. They're just having a hard time being open and honest with me. Mm-hmm. It's usually the money. Mm-hmm. And I point to the sheet that I wrote the quotes on, and I say, can we say that these are just out of your price range? Mm-hmm. 99.999% of the time they say, yeah, it's out of my price range. Chrissy, awesome. Thank you so much for being honest with me, because I was beginning to think that I didn't do my job right. Why don't we look at a couple other options? You told me you wanted to be buried, and then I would just revisit those terms. Yes. And make some different options for them, show them some different numbers.
Very good. I like that. So different approach all the way together, right? He was real sincere. You got to be kidding. And and it's nice to be able to hear different ways of how we all deal with objections. I think one thing that we all have in common is confidence, and that we are there to help the individuals, right? So we want to help them make a decision so that they are going to help their family when that time comes. This dog is crazy.
On that note with confidence, that's yes. You brought something to my mind. Don't let their objection show on you. Mm-hmm. Let it go in one ear and out the other. Like if finding out that they're modified. Oh gosh, that transfers. Right. That transfers. It didn't happen. You didn't even hear it. It doesn't. It's no big deal. And just keep it moving. So you need to think about it. Great. And not. When you're looking at them like the duck.
Yes, the duck look. Mm-hmm. And and Paul said that's where becoming an expert in your craft is so important. The more I learned, the more confidence I developed. And and Paul is definitely one that has gone full force into this business. Like he went ham once he had learned what he needed to do in the business, right? He cut that learning curve. He reached out to all of the top agents, not only in our agency, but in other agencies. And he learned what was necessary. He made sure that he talked to the right people and the positive people, and those that were not on that track, he just didn't listen, right? So that's awesome. So we're not going to stay on here for a whole nother hour. I think we covered all of the questions that are on here. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What's up, Paul?
He said you have salmon left in your beard.
I do. Dude, you got to stop over here on your way home, man. I'm trying to tell you.
He said he's gonna go get his chicken now.
I'm
So
trying
Paul,
to tell you.
definitely listen into the first recording before it got cut off. This one, it was just a mess. We pretty much just ran in here. Raheem was in here cooking. I was running in from helping people, making phone calls and things of that nature. But we definitely were able to make this happen. My company has a lot of training information. Y'all's videos help me see how to incorporate techniques into my natural personality.
Hey, you know what? That is a very good thing. Thank you for the credit for that. And that's one of the things that I try to always point people to. You guys were asking about closing techniques and this and that. The best advice that I give, I think anybody can be given as far as this industry and any sales industry, is your personality. Be you. Be you. And hopefully that's an awesome person, and know your material. Study your craft, go through your script, rehearse, practice, drill, rehearse, repetition, 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 because the sooner you can get out of memory phase. If I'm in memory phase when I go in with the client, I can't be me. I can't be myself because I'm thinking, oh,
What do I
shoot,
say next?
I was supposed to say that first, and then I'm out my car and I'm trying to figure it out in the wrong arena. And when you get to that, it's game time. It should be, So if I'm studied, if I know my stuff, when I go in, I could just, hey, how's your day going? And we could. I'm a professional visitor at that point. I'm going to help this family. Not professional visitor, but I'm just a friend coming over, and we talking about life insurance. Because of that personality. So I'm glad that it's helping you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Definitely appreciate that. You pretty much cleaned that up. All right, Lizette, this is a good one. Paul definitely answered as well. What if and I'm going to close with this one. What if they say they have money saved already for their funerals? I'm going to tell you guys a story, and do you have a comment before I tell the story? Because I want to end it with the story.
You can end it.
Okay. So I had a client a couple years back, one of my first clients, that had a ton of annuity money. She had a ton of money in her savings account. She was separated from her husband, and she still wanted to get a final expense program, the $35,000 with us, because she understood that this money would pay out almost immediately. She also understood that she could put down her final wishes for her family. She did not want her loved ones to have to make the phone calls or try to negotiate any prices. And so one of her friends had our benefit, and it told her about it. So it was kind of a warm sell, right? She pretty much knew what she wanted. This lady was awesome, right? She was one that taught me that even when people have a lot of life insurance, they still need us too. She taught me that. Wonderful woman. She also understood that with the Lincoln Heritage Final Expense Program, God forbid if she were to end up in a nursing home, they would not be able to cancel out her final expense because it's considered a funeral insurance, burial insurance. But they can cancel out her annuities and her regular whole life insurance. So she understood all of this. Like, she taught me some things. This lady ended up having an aneurysm. All right, she had a blood clot that went through and created an aneurysm in her head. And what happened? Her loved ones exhausted all of her monies in her annuity, in her other life insurance policies, because they were able to pull out the cash value because she paid into that policy for years, because they were trying to keep her alive. She was in a coma, and the doctors had already told them that she would never wake up. And the family did what the family does. They were not ready to let go. They went through all of the money paying for the medical bills to keep this lady alive. Down to Lincoln Heritage policy. The policy was only $45 to $50 because the mother was young. She was a younger lady. And they didn't make the payments. We ran around, I'm saying we, meaning myself and the daughter of the lady, trying to make sure that there was money put on it. I mean, we're talking, when you think about it, it's like pennies, right? It was automatically drafted, but because the family members had access to the bank account, there was no money in there because they were taking everything to make sure that they were sending it to the hospital. The lady died. The lady died. And she died with no coverage because the family did not pay that premium. Even after Lincoln gave them a week extension past when they were supposed to pay, knowing that the lady was in a hospital. Knowing they gave an extension and they didn't come up with the payment. Now, they may have the money in their bank account today. The last 6 months of a person's life can be the most expensive. And you never know what the loved ones are going to do with your savings account. The money in a final expense program is locked in and it's saved for the most part. Unless, of course, the family does what this one did. And that's why we have emails that we received. So Lincoln let me know when the first payment was missed. So I was on top of that. So I was there to help them. And some people say, why didn't I pay the premium? Because I could lose my license. So I wasn't going to pay that premium, although it bothered me so much. But I wasn't about to lose my license. But again, they have money today. Nobody knows what tomorrow's going to hold. So if their kids call them, and the roof caved in, what is mom or dad going to do? They're going to give the money to their family to help them out. That's why it's important to have a policy. So they can use that savings to pay for this extra benefit. All right. And as Paul said, the money could be caught up in the estate planning, probate. So thank you for tuning in, Rahim.
Kristen, or who's that?
That's Nancy. I would love to get more information regarding your company. Send me an email. lhlifenow@gmail.com, and I'll definitely connect with you and give you some more information. Thank you, Rahim, for joining me on my, lovely channel here. I've been trying to get him on here more. I've been trying to add his name on here.
She won't let me on.
He wants to play with his drone. He's going to be doing a new. That's the dog. Look, the phone was about to drop again. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on this live. Feel free to like, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe and hit the bell. And, again, I apologize that today we literally running in. And like Paul said, I should have had it set for a later time. Thank you, Paul. I will definitely make sure that we do that next time.
And if you guys think of any questions after the video, or you're watching this video after it was recorded live, post your questions in the comment section. If you would like to see us do another video discussing some other things, maybe she'll let me back on. I don't like doing this stuff, guys, but we have a lot of knowledge to share.
Yes.
It was shared with us, and this is awesome to be able to use this platform to help everybody. So any questions, any comments, post them down there. Like, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, and share.
And guys, we are hiring. Rahim also has an agency. We hire in the states of Pennsylvania, Ohio, Paul's in Delaware, Paul Chambers, Delaware, Virginia, Ohio, Florida, parts of Florida. So you like his personality, you want to work with a man. We got some men in the house. So feel free to send me the email as well. We are not
in North Carolina.
We're not in North Carolina, but I do have a connection. Our manager, Troy Miles, his sister-in-law is in Florida. So I do have a good connection in Florida for you guys.
Just move to Pennsylvania. Move to one of our other areas.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
We got a couple rooms. What part of Florida? You just got that list.
Send me the email. I do have the list of it. Send me the email. If I cannot help you, I will connect you with somebody that can. All right.
Yes, we're in Georgia, but not our agency, not our group. But yes, Lincoln is.
I have somebody in Georgia as well that I can connect you with.
Contact
Atlanta, Georgia. So I do have connections.
Thank you, Paul.
Yes.
There's the information for
everything but Jacksonville, Orlando. We are in parts of Miami though. It's a small part. So yeah, go ahead and send me an email. Let me know comments.
Thank you, Bubble Paws. That's Bubble Paws. Said, do more of these videos. You should let me back on here. That's what Bubble Paws just said.
Paul, listen. We'll do
Paul.
Bubble Paws?
Yeah, look.
I didn't say Bubble Paws. Oh, Kareem. Email me. Listen, I would love to have more individuals on here with us. We can definitely have it set up. I mean, I do have like a
No,
whole setup.
You were saying he likes the videos with
Oh,
us.
thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pray for me. I told y'all, pray for me.
We definitely need prayer. Definitely prayer.
Okay,
So,
we got emails.
Yes,
Welcome.
thank you. I will definitely check the feed on here. Any other comments, we will definitely be back on. I do have the training videos for the reports. I don't know if I want to post them public because they're Lincoln Heritage reports, and I do know that we have a ton of other agents on here. So I'm kind of
Case by case. Just
it's a case by case type of thing. I do have it on my another private web page for just Lincoln Heritage agents. So I'm working through that. And guys, we need to know our business so that we can save our business, keep our business, and grow our pay through.
And be profitable. Be profitable.
Be profitable.
Be profitable.
So with that, guys, God bless. Peace. And until the
next time. They
want
to see you give me a kiss.
I'm mad at him right now, y'all.
She's trying. Come on. All right, you guys have a good evening.
Here come the dog. Every time we kiss, the dog comes. Every single time. No, it's not for you. Good night, guys. Look, they said kiss, kiss.
That's right.
Yes!
That's right.
Love you guys too. Until the next time. I guess we should do this like once a week, but we'll see if I can get Rahim to do that with me. That would be nice.